Hello, happy Thursday or Friday, depending on when you're watching this. Today, I would like to go over the function practice number 4 with you guys today, just so we are all on the same page here. So I'm going to do a problem, you'll do a problem, and we should be all set to go. All right, first one is evaluate functions level 1. So we have already talked about how do we evaluate functions on a graph, on a table, on a mapping. Now we're going to use it with an equation. So with this, here's my rule. H of x is equal to 5x plus 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to take an input, and what we're going to do to it is multiply it by 5 times whatever the input is, plus 2. And now it is asking for us to figure out what is h of negative 6. So I'm going to go ahead and show my work off to the side here. So I have h of x is equal to 5x plus 2. That was my original function. And now I'm asked to evaluate h of negative 6. So here is what we're going to do. First off, 5x, that is understood to be multiplication. So this will be 5 times negative 6. And then finally, plus 2. All right, and then let's go ahead and simplify this here. 5 times negative 6. 5 times negative 6 is negative 30. And I still got to add 2. And my final answer is h of negative 6 is equal to negative 28. So here, all we did is we substituted in, or we are evaluating it at negative 6. 5 times negative 6 is negative 30. Negative 30 plus 2 is negative 28. And then you will go ahead and submit your answer. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the video right here. What I would like for you guys to do is to try this one. G of x equals negative 4 times x plus 5. What I would like for you guys to do is evaluate what is g of 5. All right, you should have typed in your answer. Let's go ahead and evaluate this just to show how we got this correct answer. So we have g of x is equal to negative 4x plus 5. Now I'm doing g of 5. All right, now g of 5, we are doing negative 4 times 5 plus 5. And if I'm looking at this, I wish that would get out of the way. There you go. Negative 4 times 5 is negative 20 plus 5. And then finally, our final answer here, negative 20 plus 5 is negative 15. So all we did here, one thing that I would guess that most people might have mixed up on is negative 4 times 5. Negative 4 times 5 is negative 20. Negative 20 plus 5 is negative 15. So let's check our answer. All right, so that is our first part. Second, here is what we are going to do. Solve for an input of a function given an output. Ooh. All right, so here's what we have. We have h of x equals negative 5x minus 5. And it says solve for x when h of x equals 0. So what does this mean? This means that we have gotten our output. Our output is 0, but now we need to solve this equation. Now we need to solve, what is it? What input of x will give us a 0? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and type this out. Our rule is negative 5x minus 5. And I want to know when is I don't know what the input yet is. I don't know what x is, but I do know that this output is going to be 0. And if we think about this from way, way back in geometry, I believe you solved these, we need to solve this equation. So I have negative 5x minus 5 equals 0. All right, first thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and add 5 to both sides. All right, let's go ahead and add 5 to both sides. All right, when I do that, I end up with negative 5x is equal to, all right, since those negative 5s and 5 cancels out, 0 plus 5 is 5. And then last step here, this is multiplication. We're going to go ahead and divide by negative 5. Same thing over here. Let's go ahead and divide by negative 5. And when we do that, 5 divided by negative 5, that final answer is negative 1. So my final answer is x equals negative 1. So that is the input that is going to give me an output of 0. So what did I say it was? -1. If I were to plug in -1, -5 times -1 is 5. 5 minus 5 is 0. Nice work. All right, here's what I would like for you guys to do. I'm going to go ahead and pause just for a moment. I would like for you to figure out, when does this equal 1? When does this equal 1? Go ahead and get started. All right, so let's go ahead and go over this problem. I'm going to go ahead and type this out. Writing was a little difficult. All right, so I'm looking for, when is -3x plus 4, when is that equal to 1? All right, so the first thing that I would probably do from both sides is subtract 4. When I do that, I get -3x. Positive 4 and -4, those undo each other, those cancel to 0. 1 minus 4 is equal to -3. And then finally, if I divide both sides by -3, divide by -3, divide by -3, well, -3 divided by -3 is 1. So the input that gives me an output of 1 is 1. All right, so that is what you guys have for these first two exercises. You have 5 of each, and then you'll have a mixed review that kind of puts both of these together. So this is your homework for today. Please let us know if you have any questions.